country for a while longer?
It was a 15-month deployment. We were there until August of the next year. So, I mean, October we were just barely a little bit over halfway through, not even. And yeah, we got home in August of the next year.
Long time to have that on the conscience.
Yeah, it was definitely a long time. You know, the squad we held, you know, we were able to keep the squad together, and we were a real tight squad after that. Still a really tight squad. You know, we all keep in touch. You know, a lot of the guys are still here from the squad that night. Sergeant Giunta and myself still keep in contact. He the rear DNCO for our company right now, and works hand in hand. You know, I talk to him a lot. I called him after he got the news. I just made sure he was all right. And, you know, my biggest thing is, you know, Giunta is always going to be one of my best friends in life. We shared something that night that nobody ever is going to be able to take away from us. And I think the unspoken bond that me and him have, we don't even have to say stuff. We know now. You know, if one of us thinking about that night, we know. You know, I know if I'm having a rough night and I'm thinking about it, he'll be there to bring me back to reality. And same thing, I know he trusts me more than anybody, that if he's having that bad day, I'll be there to help him out. And so.
Did you ever think it would get to this point?
You know, I remember the day after the event, sitting down with Captain Wynn, Captain Kearney, and they sat me down and, you know, they spoke to me about the events that night. They wanted to know what happened, and they were telling me, you know, we're thinking about putting Giunta in for the Medal of Honor. I said, sir, you know, I couldn't believe it. It was the Medal of Honor, you know. I'm pretty sure even if I could remember what I said, I wouldn't be able to say it right now on the camera. Honestly, it's surreal right now. You know, at times it hurts to speak about that night. You know, it gets pretty emotional for us. But at the same time, dude, more for the guys that night, you know. Sal, Giunta, unbelievable what he did that night. Like, I can't say how proud I am of him, you know. Did exactly what I had trained him, what he'd been trained to do, and went far above and beyond. And I can't say it enough. But to finally get the recognition of what we did for those 15 months in the Korengal, and especially our platoon out at Firebase Vegas, and it's doing justice. And now, you know, just like people have said, it's starting to bring a light to the war here in Afghanistan. You know, what's going on. For so long, it's been the forgotten war, and it was my third time here, and it's about time that we get our you know, we get the respect here as well. And yeah. I just want to be able to tell a story. I just, you know, I said it before, it's not a story I tell everybody. It's not a story, you know, I like to talk about. It's not a story my wife even knows. My wife hasn't heard the story. You know, my family doesn't know the story. It's something that I don't need to talk to them about, you know, but it's something America needs to hear, because, you know, what is America seeing right now? Who are America's heroes? You know, they need to, you know, they need to see the American soldier. They need to see us out here. You know, they need to see what we're doing. You know, America's heroes can't be some kid who's popular for drugs, or because he made some crazy tape at night, or, you know, or she made some crazy tape at night, or what they found in her purse the next morning, or, you know, they need to see guys like Giunta. That's what they need to see.
And now they have a living hero. It's the first living Medal of Honor since the Vietnam War. I mean, this is huge.
No, I think the war's finally got its face. At least for me, it does. You know, I've come across numerous guys that, you know, I look up to in my eyes, heroes in my own eyes for different things. You know, guys that have mentored me along the way, you know, since I started deploying. But I think as much as Giunta, and as humble as he is, and You know, anybody that meets the guy, you won't ever know that he's got a Medal of Honor. You probably won't even know that he's in the Army unless he's wearing his uniform. But I know he's going to hate me for saying this, but he's the face of the war now. He's the face of what we're doing here now. Everybody's going to think of the war, and they're going to look at Junta's face and be like, that's the war in Afghanistan. Guys like that, you know, they're going to see his smile and just being goofy Junta.